All praise to the Most High. Read it and weep. Here we go. So today, now you're going to find out more that the Sabbath is for the devil. And I'm going to bring you more info. Not only did he give you the bullshit Sabbath, he gave you fake weather. He gave you fake seasons. He gave you night. He brought the moon here. He brought Hop here a long time ago. Nothing under the sun. The devil has been behind this whole thing. The Draco reptilian race. Okay, you need to look it up. Y'all need to do deeper research. I'm trying to help you. Moses that came back. That's right. We all come back. Moses told me to tone it down. So I'm listening to you, brother. All right. And of course, you know what the book says, but that's besides the point. All right, here we go. Mark 2:27-28. You ready? Can you handle the truth? 27 reads, verbatim, don't get mad. And he said unto them, the Sabbath was for man. Which man they talking about? Base man, which is what? The heathen and Gentile. It's not for us. That's for the devil's children. We ain't the devil's kid and not man for the Sabbath. We not even for the Sabbath. The real man, not base man, the real man, the creator's children. Oh, come on, dude. It's not for the Sabbath. We don't do the Sabbath. Verse 28. I know you want to read more, right? Y'all want more, right? Y'all want to hear it, don't you? All right, no, some of y'all are just like, please stop. I heard enough. But I'm not done yet, buddy. You got to take the pain. I'm putting that fire on you. You shouldn't have been mad that I told you the truth. You should have accepted it and did some research. 28. Therefore, the Son of Man is El, which means landlord. The devil is what? The Lord over this earth. Everybody praises the devil just about on this earth. Why? Because he tricked them. Also, for the Sabbath, the Lucifer Jesus day. So, if you were doing any Sabbaths, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I don't give a fuck what Sabbath it is, because we didn't do those. We had 4, I'll get to that in a minute. We didn't do that. Therefore, you serving the devil. What we did, we had harvest days 4 times a year. The Bible talks about that. And then once every 7 years, we let a certain part of the ground rest so you wouldn't sit there and take the nutrients out of it, but you'll be working on a different part of the land. So we had acres on acres, but let's just do it nowadays. If you had 2 acres, you would do half of that acre for farming stuff, or you grow on buckets and a greenhouse. All right. But if you do any farming on that ground, like, hey, anything for the animals, you have to switch spots up after 7 years. You cannot grow that hay in the same spot. You will literally take all the nutrients out the ground. All right. Those are the days you're supposed to be doing. And it's not about a Sabbath. They're not called a Sabbath. Has nothing to do with the anything really holy or anything like that. It's a way to not waste food, because if the Creator makes sure that you have way too much food you can't eat, then you have to take it to a storehouse and make sure. And we all did it because we all had land. Guess what? You ain't got land. So how can you do your what we call a holy day, which we shouldn't call it that. Some people called it a feast day, and it was kind of a feast day because in fact was what? But we shouldn't have called it that either, because the devil called his days the feast days and the Sabbath day. We should have called it, we was all going to meet up at a storehouse, bring all the goods we could, and we was going to make sure we shared it and had a good old time, because that's what happened. We was sitting there chilling like folks do at picnics. That's all we was doing. And then we divided amongst the nations, including some of the nations that are outside nations. We made sure that the women who didn't have a husband got their food, or a widow, or kids that that didn't have everything they're supposed to have, or a homeless man, things like that. 2 were big. Sorry, 2 times it was a big one. One was a medium, one was a very, very small one. You just took care of your neighborhood. So one was like a neighborhood block party sort of thing without the music. It was just food being passed around and stuff like that. Okay. So now you know the devil lied. Now I'm going to show you a video in 1 second, okay, how the devil tricked you besides the scripture. And there's plenty more scriptures I quoted them when I was doing my lesson some days back, and I did 3 back-to-back lessons. So you actually I did about almost 12 on it so far. And I did way more than that, but recently about 12. But I literally quote scriptures in your Bible so you can find how the devil tricked you. But see, now I know that folks just watched that video and nobody wrote down the scriptures that I quoted for you to go check up to line up with what I was telling you, what I was reading to you verbatim from an older book so that you can see I was telling you the truth. And that's a shame because that means you don't care if you serve the devil. Hold on. Now, we are going to continue these 4 videos. See him with the guy with the shirt. We're going to take those 4 videos. We're probably going to do that tomorrow. Okay, or maybe sometime tonight. Most likely probably tomorrow. All right? But hold on. I'm going to get you the video that I really want to show you. So here's a video I did on March 11. Remember, I keep telling y'all, I have tons of things on this. This is going to prove that the devil gave you winter. He gave you the moon. He gave you harp to change the weather. He gave you night. You didn't have night. The devil created seasons. We didn't have seasons. We had summer all the time. A forever rest day. Okay, although we really didn't rest. I don't even know why they call it that. Like, we did sometimes, but we still had to do work. So, you know, it's a damn shame that devil tricked y'all like that. And I honestly feel bad for y'all because folks who don't get this, you're just not going to make the kingdom. Because ain't no devil worship is getting to the kingdom. And no devil worship is allowed to the land. I don't serve devils. Whole council, they don't serve the devil. They got the info. They know about this. Why don't you? Why didn't you do the research? They got a research team. Trust me, they send me stuff. Why didn't you do the research? Because you don't care. Oh, why that happened? Me and my brain. Come on, Aunt. Stay focused so you don't do that freaking stuff with your brain. If y'all don't know, it seems I've been getting some of my abilities a little bit, but I'm having a problem controlling some of them. I'm just realizing. But anyways, okay. Let me stay focused, because if I don't stay focused. All right. Let's watch the video before my brain does something to make the screen change to something else. Okay? Hold on. And I'm just going to focus, not do it. Before I forget, the Creator wants you to point out in Revelations where you get this pagan calendar of the devil's day, devil's feast days, the devil's Sabbath is, all that stuff. There was no such thing as night, therefore there wasn't no days. It was every single day, all day, never night. We didn't have to sleep or nothing. So they lied, but just watch it. Pay attention so that you can learn something. Don't be wasting my time. I ain't got time to waste. All praise to the Creator. So I was actually going to wait until 7:30, but we might as well go ahead and get this out the way. This is the calendar in Revelations, pointing the Antichrist birth out, so that you see we did not call ourselves Israel, nor Bethlehem. I guess that's what it's looking like from this. And you can look this up at Kevin